Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. So this week I have another greenhouse project, and it is another IKEA makeover slash hack. If you guys seen the Ivar makeover from last week, this IKEA bistro set, a lot of people probably have this bistro set knocking about because it is cheap as chips, and mine has survived a good couple of years of not being put away in the garden, so it was due a makeover. I also got to experiment with tiles this week. I don't know if you can tell, I still have like grow on my little potato hands. Anyway, I'm gonna get straight into the video. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel, and welcome to the community. And here's how I upcycled my IKEA bistro set. The first thing we're going to do to give this bistro set a makeover is we're going to make a tiled top. So I picked up, I went full out with my tiling tools. I bought all the good stuff. So I've got a grout float, a little scrapey thing, don't know the technical term. I have 4 sets of mosaic tiles. All of this is from B&Q, and I have a sheet of MDF. Now, the tiles are called Diaries, or I'm not actually too sure the name. I tried to find a link on the B&Q website, but I bought them in the Liffey Valley store, and I bought the last 4 of this type. Now, they did have them in other colours if you do want to head out and get them. I'm gonna cut a sheet of MDF to size, and I'm placing the 4 squares of tiles, which is gonna make up the top, and they just fitted perfectly on it, so I only had to do 1 cut. So I'm cutting that excess piece off, and we're going to stick the tiles to this MDF, give it a little frame and grout it. Now I am using my circular saw to cut. This is actually a mini circular saw. I'll pop a link to it if I can find it online, and it's really handy for small jobs, and it's been sitting in my tool press. I got it at Christmas and it's my first time to use it, and I can't believe it was my first time to use it. So I'm using ready mixed. It's actually cheaper to buy the big bag of adhesive and grout, but because this was a small job, see, that's how they make money on us when you're just doing a small job. So I bought a pot of like ready mixed adhesive and grout. I think it was only €10 for this size of pot. So this is my first time to do this, you can probably tell. So I'm kind of smoothing it on like you would bake a cake, like you would do a bit of icing. I'm probably not using even enough, but it's done the job. So I tiled the top of the MDF, I put the adhesive on, I spread it out as much as I could. It's like harder than it looks, and I stuck all the tiles down. I used little spacers where I needed them, and I let this dry overnight before working on it then the next day and applying the grout and all of that good stuff. While the tiles are doing their thing, I decided to tackle the actual bones of the bistro set. So I'm power washing the wood because I am going to be using some oil on the pieces of wood to lighten them, and I'm also going to be painting the frame. So the good old power washer came out to get rid of all of that grime, because these poor table and chairs are always left outside and I never bring them in winter, which, you know what, they're holding up well considering. So I just removed all of the slats because I wanted to paint the frame. Now this IKEA set does come in different colours, so you can buy it. I think there's like white, red, I actually think there is a green, but we are going to paint this in the lovely sagey green that is already in the greenhouse. If you saw my IKEA Ivar makeover from last week, we are going to be using some leftover paint. To prep the base for painting, I gave it a light sanding and I wiped off any excess grit and dust after cleaning it, and then I gave it 2 coats of the Authentico Versant matte paint in the shade Kiwi. So it's the same one that I used in last week's project. Gave it 2 coats of paint, let it dry, and don't forget to let it cure. So day 2, back to my tile table. So I am attempting to make a frame for the tabletop just to give it that little bit of something. So you'll see me using a hand miter box and saw because I was too lazy to take out my actual miter saw. And I was halfway through doing it and I was like, no, I'm taking out the electric much quicker. Like, I was just being lazy. So I cut 4 pieces of trim to size and I use wood glue to stick them on. You'll see I bring in the tabletop because it was just easier to do it on the tabletop. So I put the pieces of trim on, lined them up flush to the tile, and I'm just using a few nail gun tacks just to secure it to the MDF. Just be careful not to get it into the tile, you don't want to crack your tile. So wood glue, some tacks, and then yeah, she was good to go. And I just used some wood filler on the corners and anywhere where the little nail guns tacks had gone in. I used some filler just to hide them. I didn't do a perfect job on the trim. I seen a trick online and it said instead of cutting your angles at a 45 degree, cut them at a 43 degree. That way you can trim them and you'll get a nicer kind of connection, if that makes sense. So my favorite part of the project is grouting. This is my first time to grout and it is as fun as it looks. So I am smushing the grout. It's like baking a cake. So I'm smushing it into the crevices, and I was afraid to use too much, and don't be afraid to use like as much grout as you need. I smushed it all in. I scraped away like any excess and then I let it kind of set, and I wiped any excess that's on the tile with a sponge, and then the next day when it was all dry I just went in and gave it a good polish. I just polished it with some like vinegar and water cleaning solution that I used, and that got any of the like leftover grout off of the tile and gave it a nice shiny polish. each of the wooden slats, I'm going to be applying a product by Authentico called Grandiose, and this is like a wax oil. So it's not like paint, but it applies just as easily, but you do have to follow some extra safety precautions when using this product. So I wanted to lighten the wood, but also give it some protection, because I did actually whitewash these last year with some paint and it just didn't last. So this product will give it a bit of protection as well. I actually want to use it possibly on the wood in the greenhouse, but I wanted to test it out on like a smaller project just to see what it looks like and how it wears. So the cure time on this is longer and it dries in 24 hours. So it's not like paint in the way that paint will dry quite quickly, but you can see the difference here between the wood effects. So I left them to dry before assembling everything back together, and we are almost finished. So that is how it's looking. Now, that table and chair combo isn't my intended permanent residence for them. I just wanted to upcycle that set. I do have another bistro set that's in bad condition, but this is why we always measure when we go to the shops. When I went to the shop, I wasn't anticipating buying tiles. I just got inspiration on the spot, and I bought 4 things of tiles thinking, oh yeah, that's plenty to do too. No, 4 sheets of mosaic tile did 1 table, so I didn't have enough supplies to do the second one. So I was like, I'm just gonna run with the idea and do 1 and see if I like it and see how it turns out. I think I will do something different for the other IKEA Bistro set because it's looking a bit bashed, but I just wanted to do that one, so when I have people coming over for tea, I can just put the bistro set in here. But I probably will have it just sitting outside because I love how the colour like picks up on this, the ivory colour. I just think it's really cute. I'm obsessed with this colour. So I do have a chair on order for in here, a very cute blush pink chair that I think will be a nice contrast to like the wood and a bit of the green, but I haven't had any luck sourcing an old writing table. But as I'm looking at like the floor space, I think I might need something smaller. So I was thinking, I have an old Singer sewing machine table upstairs, and I was thinking of maybe bringing that down and in here and then replacing upstairs with a proper dressing table to do my makeup and stuff at. So that was an option I was kind of thinking, because the Singer table is big enough to sit my laptop on to work off, and it's small enough that it doesn't take up floor space, and I think it will be the vibe I'm going for. Anyway, I'm just waffling now, but basically that is what I got up to in the greenhouse this week. Still have a few more little jobs to do, little fiddly bits. Still have no light in here bar natural daylight. I still have no kind of lights, and I want to get like a little electric stove. I think it would be so cute in winter, but we've made a lot of progress. I'm gonna put a card here for the video where I bricked the floor, my faux brick floor, for like 20 odd quid, and I'll pop the card for the video for the Ivar makeover with little flowers on the bottoms if you want to check that out. And then I think once I have like all of the bits done in the greenhouse, I'll give you like, not a tour because there's not much to see, but I might even put all of the like progress in one video, where you can kind of just watch it seamlessly, uninterrupted, and not me waffling. Anyway, that is me for this week. A cheeky thumbs up if you enjoyed what I did with the table. If it's not your vibe, that's fine. Take the idea and make it your own. Use different colours, use different paint, use different texture, use different tiles. Take the idea, make it yours. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.